Hello, Mr. Angus Wangus. I'm back. I had said in my last video that I wanted to make a video of. There's a lot of videos I need and want to make, but I said in the last video that I'd like to make a video showing the output that I'm getting right now, which is interesting. It's very, it's cool to see, and just talk about that, and maybe talk about the difference in the cores. I'm just letting it wind up to its speed here. I have the core separated here. Now I've been doing a lot of testing with this and with U-shaped, that's laminated, that one. And with the U-shape you get more attraction, which slows the wheel due to the attraction through the core. But when you engage it or put a load on it or short it on the coils, you get the effect on the wheel, and the wheel speeds back up, right? Now with this arrangement, the coils are open right now. They're not closed on a load at all. There's less attraction through the core. There's much less attraction through the core. So there's less attractive force slowing the wheel to begin with. And pardon my dog's having a fit over here. So there's less attraction to the core, and which doesn't slow the wheel as much. But in this arrangement, when you put a load on it, or short them out, or put a load on it, the wheel will slow a bit. Now it ends up that the difference between the two, this will end up slowing down to about the speed that I'm finding if I have a U on here, it speeds up to. So it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen the other, I'm seeing so far, but so much more to do. Like I was just sitting there thinking that I'm going to take that apart and take maybe 10 strands of the laminations and string them through here, so I'll have sort of a mix. But anyways, I want to show you where I'm at with this output. Now just to say also, sorry, that the voltage with the U, I wanted to say the voltage I get is better. With this arrangement I'm getting 22 volts right now. It's going to be at its top speed. With an open circuit on the coils, 412 RPM. 412 RPM goes 440. So if I had a U on here, I would get a higher voltage. It's actually 36 volts that I get, but the current is the same. So the current is more dependent on the gauge of the wire and the amount of flux going through the core, of course, how close the core is to the magnet, or how strong the magnet is. Anyways, blah blah blah. What I'm going to do is, I have the output from the coils going through the bridge rectifier. No capacitor, just hooked straight up to the motor. I have the ammeter in between, so we'll see the current going in there. So I'm just going to give it a nudge. Flip the switch, and we see that we're getting 0.15 amps or 150 milliamps going through there. And there's some voltage left over, which I don't like. The closer I can run 30 volts through that little motor, the better. So I'm working on that as well. I wanted to make this video to show you guys the output and what's happening. But I wanted to do it before my next step is I'm going to make 2 more coils. I'm going to make the spools so that they're all 4 are identical. 2 of the coils will be wound in one direction. The other 2 will be wound in the opposite direction. And I'm going to wire them together as Cromray showed in his patent. And do testing like that. I'm going to be starting to move into this wheel. Trying to decide how I want to do it at first with my PWM and a battery. So I'll have a look at input and output, but probably have maybe a vid or two of hybridization here going on. But also I want to rebuild this because this is really not very good, guys. It's really bad, actually. So I want to make it higher. I want to make a little, you know, surround it with wood just like this one in a miniature way. And actually it really is a very good scaled down version of this. It's got 1/3 the magnets on it. So it's got a good mass to it that little motor's driving. The motors are rated at about the same voltage, obviously not the same current, but very similar, very cool. It's going very well. So what I want to show is, well, there's the input to this motor. Not that that's a huge concern, but it doesn't go up very much. This wheel has slowed to 376, and that's where it was. I just did this. So it's consistent. I have 0.14 amps 0.14 amps going through that little motor now, and we got it going 400 and can't hold it still. 435. 435 RPM there on the little one. Now I'm shooting for about 1200, right? And gonna have a tiny bit of a traction going on. I've had 3 of these. I had 3 U cores next to this in the past, actually, and I know how it goes. When it has good mass, so it's gonna go good. I'm really excited, actually. But my next step is to make these coils. Oh, and I should mention too, I meant to mention this right away. I continued with my flywheel testing. I didn't really see much of a mechanical advantage that I was getting, so I'm going to go back to that. But I want to continue in the direction I'm going because this is, you know, it's a great output, a great. It's closer to 450 now. But just wanted to show that. And again, this wheel slows. Hold this one straight. But yeah, it's still at 376. So it is slowed with this configuration. Still mastering that, believe it or not. But good results going on here. Again, have to make 4 new identical spools, 4 coils, 2 round one direction, 2 the other direction, and I have yet new things to do with the wiring, and so many things I've talked about in past videos. It's kind of funny, really. But there you go, still banging away at it, and it's going well. Good output here. It's really sort of humming. That's why I kind of have to rebuild this. I had a battery on this little motor the other day, last week, and had it going 1200 RPM. And I just need to sturdy it up some and bring it up a bit and build a little surrounding for it, and it's going to go well. And we'll have one last look at it as a parting shot. Oh, we broke 450. I think because I wobbled. There, I'm still now. So 450, looking good. 1200 is what I'm shooting for. And more to do. Thanks for watching. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.